Martha here with you, and this is the first day of our 18 days of Christmas here on the La La Land Crafts blog. So basically every day for the next 18 days, we're going to be featuring one of our designers from our wonderful team. So there won't be any separate Team Friday or Team Monday posts for the next 18 days. It's just going to be 18 days straight of holiday inspiration, and it's just going to be really fun. So we're super excited for that. So I am kicking it off, and my project for today, we're going to be making a 6 by 6 by 3 inch deep reinforced gift box with a lid. So I'm super excited to do that with you guys. So I have some products here kind of already pre-done, just so we're not here forever, because we're kind of focusing on quick and easy projects for the holiday season that we can just get done, get a gift in, and get it out the door. Nothing that's going to take 2 to 3 hours. So I've already got my front panel already here. So the names and the links for everything will be listed below. So if you're seeing this on YouTube, it'll be linked below the YouTube video. Either that, or I'll have a link to the blog where you can, that's what we'll do. I'll have a link to the blog, and then you'll be able to find all the links right there. So I've used several of the dies, the new dies from the November new release on here, and then I've also used the beautiful Santa Molly, and then we're using the blue Christmas paper pad, and it is just gorgeous. I don't think I've ever had a harder time picking papers that I wanted to use for 2 reasons. One, because I didn't want to cut into these papers, and the other reason is I love every single paper in this paper pad. So we've got the paper here, we've got the Santa Molly, and then the Dear Santa, I've Been Nice-ish that comes with her as well. Santa Mona, not Santa Molly. So really cute panel we've created there, and like I said, everything's going to be listed on the blog. The links to the products we use and the coloring details will all be on the blog. Okay, all right, so let's get started on the actual box itself. So here we've got our top and this is the bottom and this is the top. So let's start with the top. So what I've done here, this is a 12 by 12 piece of white cardstock, just medium weight. You could do heavy weight, doesn't really matter either way. And what I've done is I've scored at 1.5 and 3 on all 4 sides. So 1.5, 3, turn, 1.5, 3, 1.5, 3, and then 1.5, 3 on all 4 sides, okay? And then for the bottom of the box, what we did so that it would fit better, and I saw one of my favorite YouTubers do this, Mixed Up Crafts. She did this. What I've done is I've cut a 1/16 of an inch off of 2 sides of my 12 by 12 paper. So I cut it off this side and this side, okay? So you're going to want to do opposite sides. So you wouldn't want to do this side and this side, or this side and this side. You want to do opposite sides. So I've cut a 1/16 of an inch off of this side and a 1/16 of an inch off of this side. And then what I did is I still scored at 3 inches all the way around. So 3, 3, 3, and 3. But it's going to make the box itself, the bottom of the box, just that little bit smaller so that our lid fits on there really good, okay? So let's get started with cutting the lid out. I've got a piece of hair floating around here. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut up, this is kind of hard to see on the white cardstock, I hope you guys can see it well. We're going to cut up this score line here. So cut all the way up to there, to pass the first score line to the second score line there, okay? Then we're going to do the same thing here. Cut up to the second score line, okay? And then you're going to turn it, and you're going to cut this section, these 2 squares here, completely out, like that, and then this one completely out as well. And then what we'll do is we'll actually notch that in a little bit more on both sides, just like that, okay? And I'm just gonna cut a bit more of this one off, okay? So you're gonna wanna do this on all 4 sides, okay? And then for the bottom, you're gonna it's kind of the same concept, except we're not actually cutting any pieces away. You're gonna wanna cut up this score line, just like that, okay? And then on the inside here, you're gonna wanna take out a little wedge, just like this, okay? And you're gonna do that on all 4 sides. Okay guys, so now we've got all of our sides cut out, just like this, on both of our pieces, so our top and our bottom. So before I actually put it together, I do want to put my pattern paper on. So the pattern paper for the lid that I'm putting on the sides measures 5 3/4 by 1 1/4. All right, and we're just gonna nestle that right in there. All right, and then the ones for the bottom measure 5 3/4 by 2 3/4. So I'm just gonna go ahead and attach all my papers. All right, so I've got all my papers attached, so now we can go ahead and fold in all of our score lines. So just go all the way around and fold them all in. You could do this step too before you start cutting. It's really totally a preference thing. Sometimes I do it before I start cutting. Sometimes I do it after. It really just depends. So just fold them all in, just like so. Make sure to try to keep it nice and straight as you're folding it in. All right, so now let's go ahead and get started with the bottom of the box. I'm just going to attach some double-sided tape, just like so, one on each end, and then one in the middle on my bottom. I've attached all the tape and just gonna burnish it down now. So we're gonna start by removing the backings of this section here. Now if you do not feel comfortable with dry adhesive like this with double-sided tape, go ahead and use wet glue, and you'll give yourself a little, like a minute longer to get it lined up and everything, but I'm pretty comfortable. So we've got our tape off. So we're just going to bring it in to this side, line it up on this side here, make sure it's nice and square, and then give it a good press down. And then you can go ahead and just burnish it in here. All right, so got a nice square side there. So I will show you one more really quick here. And then we'll get to our lid. So just remove your backings. And if you are just using wet glue, just go ahead and put it all over that. And then that's good. So now, again, just bring it in, make sure it's lined up at the edge here. And just press it down. Give it a good press down. Just like so. Right, so we've got the bottom of the box all nice and put together. Okay, it's looking really good. So now let's work on the top of the box. So what we're gonna do basically is we're gonna bring this tab in, fold it under, and then once you've got that done, this tab here, this extra one we've created here, is gonna go over the top. But first I'm gonna go around and I'm gonna attach all of my inner tabs here. So what I'm going to do before I start is I'm going to go ahead and attach my tape to all of my 1.5 by 6 inch sections, the tops, okay? Just along the top. Alright, I've got that all done. So now I'm going to go ahead and just use a little tape runner. And I'm just going to put tape on the outsides of all of these tabs here. Just because it doesn't need to be super heavy duty adhesive, because the double-sided tape is going to get folded over it anyways. So just bring them in like this and line them up. Make sure you got it lined up really nice and square on your side there. Then you can go ahead and burnish it down. And then we'll do the same thing on this side here. Make sure it's lined up really nice. Burnish it. And then same thing on this side. Get it as nice and square as you can. And then burnish that. And then the last one here should pretty much go exactly where it should. But if you're a control freak like me, you're gonna try to control it into place anyways. Alright, so now all of these sections here, we're just gonna remove the backings and fold them down over the other 1.5 inch section. So let me just get the backings off here. Alright, so now all we're going to do with this flap here is fold it down and press it down, okay? So go ahead and do that, give it a good burnish, and that makes it look all nice and clean on the inside too. And then just go ahead and do that on the other 3. so we've got our nice sturdy lid all done. Now it's the moment of truth. Make sure we have a nice fitting lip box here. And we do. It fits perfectly on there, as you can see. Look how gorgeous those papers are on this box. I just can't get over it, how beautiful those papers are. Alright, so now all we need to do is add our beautiful Santa Mona on the top, and our box is finished. So let's just put some double-sided tape on the back of this here, just because it's a bit of a heavier piece, just like so. And then we can remove our backings. I love this little tool for that. Alright, and then we can just pop her right on top where we want it, and we can just take the lid off so we can give it a good press in the back here. And then our lid goes back on, and our cute little box is finished. Look how beautiful, and all of these stunning products just work so beautifully together. So like I said, everything will be listed on the blog post, so I'm going to have the link. If you're watching this on YouTube, I'll have the link below this video to the blog, and you will be able to find all the products we used and all the coloring details and everything like that. So I really hope you enjoyed this today. I really enjoyed this beautiful box and making it for you guys. So I hope you have a wonderful day and a very Merry Christmas.